Okay, now we're going to jump into some superhero movies of 2018.
Yeah.
We're going to start with one of the first ones, which was Black Panther.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was
good.
culturally significant.
Yeah. Everyone got hyped. We got a black superhero on the fucking deal. Everyone's excited. They made a kitty cat man work. Fuck yeah.
That is a highly overlooked point. They made a kitty cat man.
They made a kitty cat man work.
And he is dressed
as
a 6-foot kitty cat.
A kitty cat man. And they made him fucking cool, you know? And people loved it. So they fucking did it. And hats off. Hats off. You know? Oh, it's M'Baku. They were telling us.
M'Baku. M'Baku's the man.
I was like, oh, M'Baku. Like, no,
M'Baku's the
close.
Man.
Yeah. Wakanda
he was
forever.
like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I'll bow before the king. We're not doing none of this shit, man. We don't need you.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was good. And I like the little sister a lot. She's cute.
She was rad.
I wanted to see, in my fan fiction brain, I want to see her hook up with the Winter Soldier.
Oh, with the White Wolf?
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see those two hook up. And it was like, she's a child. Everyone keeps saying she's a teen. I'm like, she doesn't, in my head, she's not a teen. She might be like in college or something in my head. I know maybe that's what she's supposed to be, but not in my world, not my fantasy world.
He's inappropriately older than her, absolutely. But she's a genius. She's a genius. He's from the 50s and she's a genius.
He's got a robot arm, you know? It just seems like...
She's a genius. He's from the 50s. They're like right on.
They're fucking... I want to see
They're
that.
Fine.
I'm into that.
I would be.
But we all know...
I co-sign.
But we all know that, you know, Bucky really loves Steve. That's the real...
Oh, well, of course Bucky loves Steve.
We want to see that. We want to see that. But...
How do you feel about the introduction of Wakanda?
Mm-hmm. It was great. Yeah, it was great. I'd like to see... Andy Serkis was fun. He was good. T'Challa, you know, he's
another bad guy who I didn't like in this movie, like whatever that dude's name, the Australian guy.
Oh yeah, Claw.
Dude,
Claw.
I always root for the bad guys, and I was like, this dude legitimate, which. Like, good for them. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, good for them to make it. Like, he's not supposed to be charming. He's not supposed to. At least, like, Freddy didn't. Like, Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger didn't get cool till, like, the second or third movie. Like, you can't make the bad guy. Like, it's supposed to be an asshole. And, he was unlikable.
Yeah.
And that, like in wrestling, there's always. Bad guys are afraid of heat. Heels are afraid. Like, they don't want. They want to be the cool bad guy, and how like people secretly like him, like boo, but secretly we like you, as opposed to like a legitimate dude that has no redeeming qualities. Like this guy's just an asshole.
He's just gross. He's just fucking gross. He's just fucking gross. And I love that he's gone from Gollum to Claw. He's come so far. It's like Andy Serkis. You went from being some stringy little weird dude to like being some tough fucking villain in a Marvel movie. Good for you, bro. Like, he's killing it. He's doing a great job.
And then Michael B. Jordan,
of course,
like, filled the spot of the cool bad guy.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? The bad guy that you're rooting for. That's the bad guy that you're rooting for.
Yeah, Michael G. Yeah, he looked great.
He was killing it.
Man,
all 5'6" of him, he was fucking.
I know. He was doing it, man. He was the thirst trap for that movie.
Got the fucking cool swag from the Black Panther party.
That awesome. And then he also had Vegeta look. I love that Killmonger was wearing an outfit that was in fact inspired by the character from Dragon Ball Z. And I'm a big fan of Vegeta, and I love that this guy is fucking Michael B. Jordan's a dork, and he was like, I want to.
He was like, no, this is how.
But the thing is like Vegeta is a tough short guy. He's fucking short dude, but he's tough as fuck, you know, and he's angry and he'll fuck you up. So it's like I could see why he would be like a fan of Vegeta. I see that. It's cool.
He killed it, and I'm not the biggest Michael B. Jordan fan. Right. I should say I wasn't. Creed 2. I'm coming around on this dude. So what I was not at the beginning, I was so mad at his hair, like right at the beginning. I was like, but I think that's kind of on purpose, like, to make him look like a butthole.
Yeah, he's supposed to look like a butthole. Yeah,
supposed to look like a butthole. Yeah. He did look like a butthole.
Yeah.
But then by the end, I was like, dude, this fool's down. Like he just fucking like, I can save you. Fuck off. Like don't fucking get out of here, man. Let me die right now.
Fucking, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. What's next, T?
In comic book movies, the next movie was Deadpool 2.
Okay, I loved it. Deadpool 2 is great. I saw it on Memorial Day. I laughed fucking so hard with my friend. We got stoned. We got some popcorn and some munchies. And we watched the movie. And we had a great fucking time. And it was perfect. And I loved Shutterstar made it in there. And Shutterstar is such a dorky character. I love it. I love when they gave him his little head thing and his like puffy shirt. It was fantastic. It was really funny. So I really love Deadpool. A+. That was an A+ movie for me.
It really was.
It was A+.
It's like
Give me everything I wanted.
both those movies have been like, oh wow. I can't think of another where after 2 movies, I was like, yeah, fucking 100%.
Yeah.
Like
And it was the closest X-Men movie I've ever seen. Where, I mean, you had the X-Men, there was a mutant kid having a crisis. They show up to help deal with this. Like, that's what, like, people always lose sight of that. Like, they have all these fucking shitty movies that, like, aren't about any of that shit. And, like, in the comic books, like, when big things with whoever the fuck isn't going down, it's like they're just hanging out. And then when there's a fucking mutant situation, they show up and they, like, try to, like, fix this shit. And the whole thing is, like, you know, I mean, he has to foster this kid, you know, like, I loved that. Like, I thought it was just so good. I loved that, that little kid who's like, oh, he could turn into a villain, but he doesn't have to, you know, like, and how do we, and the whole Cable, Josh Brolin's Cable was like, at first when he was cast, I was like, oh, fuck that. But then,
agreed.
But then I was like, oh, like, I never looked at Josh Brolin like that before. And I was like, oh, you're hot. I didn't know that. You're hot as Cable. I was into it. I was, like, really into it. And his fucking comedy with fucking Ryan Reynolds was so good. Like, their timing was so good. Like, it's really great. And fucking, what's her face? Zazie Beetz has Domino.
Bad. Oh,
I loved her, like, vest with her cleavage. So hot. She was great. I loved her. She was so fucking cool. It was great.
Josh Brolin, brick by brick,
Dude.
is making a Hall of Fame career. Like an upper level Hall of Fame. Like, he's already, but brick by brick, like, he is setting himself up for the next decade or whatever. Like, this is gonna be his fucking superhero movie for,
yeah.
like,
And I think that's good for him. I think that when he's not working, he gets into trouble. And I think that
he's a wild man. Look at this, is another wild man.
Yeah, he's a wild man. Yeah.
This is another crazy person.
Yeah.
This is a fucking full on lunatic. And Nick Cage, I feel like he has to be a crazy person because that's what he has. He's a crazy person. Josh Brolin is like more of a cowboy, wild man.
Yeah.
Can't be left to his own devices.
Right.
Like, you can't leave this asshole by himself. He's gonna he's a tornado.
Yeah.
This man's a tornado.
Yeah.
Just running through life.
Right. Yeah.
I gotta be more destructive.
He was super hot as Cable too, man. He was just, like, really killing it for me. Really, really worked out for me. Thought it was great. Yeah, I loved it. Deadpool 2, A+. Was in my top faves of the year. Laughed the most, I think, at Deadpool 2. Moving on. Tyson, what else we got?
Infinity War.
Oh, man.
Josh Brolin
again. You know?
Killing it
again. In 2 different Marvel movies.
Killing it.
And he's like he's doing 2 different Marvel characters. And I'm like, okay, you know, like, all right, dude. I'll accept
100%.
it.
Next
and
movie,
normally I would be annoyed at that. But
Cable can fight Thanos in the next movie, and I'd be okay with it. Like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, having Nathan Summers other fucking. Yeah, it was good. What a pinnacle in superhero film movie making. Like, Avengers is, I think we can all agree, everything's been leading up to this. We got here, they did it. It was fucking great. They gave everybody enough screen time. Everybody had something to do. I wasn't disappointed with any of it because I was like, this is a lot of shit to put in, like, one movie.
A whole lot of moving parts.
It's a whole lot of moving parts, but they fucking did it. I felt like seamlessly. It was really fantastic. It was really good stuff. I was really excited about it, and I'm excited to see the next one coming up. It's coming out pretty soon, the next few months, isn't it? Fucking,
I believe so.
Yeah, it's coming up, so I'll be here for that. I was
rooting for these bad guys a little bit.
Yeah, well, how'd you feel at the end of the movie?
I mean, obviously I felt like it was coming, but, like, his dudes, Thanos' dudes, like, I was all about those guys.
Yeah.
The dude who fights Doctor Strange and tells him that he must be cool at kids' parties, like, it calls his powers quaint. Like, that dude was badass.
Yeah. No nose guy.
Yes. There was, like, look at. I love henchmen. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, real life henchmen, it's
like, your brand, dude.
I'm all about henchmen. And when you have strong henchmen out wrecking shit up, it's like, even in the final fight, when it was all the chicks fighting, and I hear you. Anybody who would be like, "Oh, of course it was all the chicks," and yeah, of course it was. Of course it was, because it's a great movie device, and it was cool as shit. And the bad, I don't know her name either. henchman, the female henchman,
Yeah.
was fucking badass. She would have killed Scarlett Johansson. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah, she was like huge too. You
strong
know?
henchman, all about it.
Yeah, it was good. It was sick. Tyson, what did you think about it?
That was one of the only movies that we saw twice last year.
Yeah.
And I really was impressed with it. Like,
Yeah.
really impressed with it.
Banner couldn't get his dick hard the whole time. Like, that's, you know.
So good.
They deal with a lot of dudes.
So good. Like, yeah, he really could. He couldn't Hulk out. He got scared and he was freaking out. He's having an existential crisis.
It's been going on, you know, it was in Ragnarok too. Like, there's fucking,
Yeah.
there's a strife going on. in
Yeah.
old
And
Banner.
I love that he's just like the Hulk doesn't necessarily need his own movie. And I feel like his own movies have kind of been like, oh, hey, beans. Yeah, like I love him as a side character where we just see him tangentially through the Thor movie and through this movie, and then he's got a concurrent storyline where like him and the Hulk are fucking fighting.
You should want
and,
more Hulk.
dude.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
that's how much there should be, where you wish there
Right.
was more.
Check out her butthole, everyone. This is my butthole. Check it out. It was really exciting. I really liked it a lot.
Thought
That was good.
Thanos was one of the best movie villains of all time.
That's you, dude. You're Thanos.
He was a great movie villain.
Yeah.
I had to take it too far. Like, yeah, they found his line. Mm-hmm. Like, they found it. They pushed him to it.
Yeah.
And I love when he just chucks Gamora out the fucking side. Like, when the decision's made.
Yeah.
It, like, he has a hard time with the decision, but once the decision's made, he just takes her and chucks her. Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no. I've rewound that part a lot of times to watch because it's just like because he sits there and he thinks about it, and he struggles, and then once the decision's made, he just fucking blings her,
Yeah. It's fucking makes that sacrifice.
and then he was bummed, you know, like.
Right.
But it doesn't have to be exclusively one or the other. Mm-hmm. Like, he can be happy with the outcome and sad for the things that he
Yeah.
had to do to get there. Like,
Right.
it doesn't have to be.
But he's willing to
like,
make that fucking sacrifice.
He's willing to do it. He's willing to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how
and
serious he is.
And he can be bummed about it. He can be bummed about it, like,
Yeah.
you know, but you gotta crack some eggs.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I really thought was powerful about his characters. It felt like he was a real person who was so concentrated in his mission that you forgot that this was a wild fantasy.
Right.
Yeah.
That it just felt so real.
This is a real dude. This is a
Yeah.
real dude who wants real things, who has a tangible goal that he is trying to attain, and has worked endlessly for
His whole life.
forever.
Absolutely.
To
Yeah.
get this right or wrong, like the only way out is in. Like, this was a mission that he had put himself on.
And then
Yeah.
his mission was like universal, like the biggest mission you could possibly have
Yeah.
as a person.
This is impossible, and I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Might kill half the universe.
I mean, think about how crazy it is to create a character that's what this character does, and then pull that off so well.
they
Like,
really
you
did
couldn't-
pull it off.
They really did pull it off.
They really did pull it off. And hats off again. Hats off to you, Marvel Disney. Hats off to you, Marvel Studios. Good job. Good job, to Kevin Feige.
And at the end, when
Everybody else.
it was like at the first Avengers movie, when they finally get it together. And they all fight Thanos together. Like, that was cool as shit. Like,
Yeah.
to see all the different factions like come
Everybody,
together.
yeah. Oh, to see fucking Rocket Raccoon fucking looking at Bucky's arm, saying he's gonna
I'm
get that
arm.
later. Like, he's gonna get that later. It's like, yes. Like, that's the kind of interconnectivity that I like to see.
And like tonally, like you do the matchups when everybody starts going, like, of course Thor and Guardians of the Galaxy are together because those
Yeah.
like that's the same vibe. Like,
Same
it's
vibe.
the same vibe, you know. And
Yeah.
it's like, man, it just fucking
Yeah, and then you had the New York
worked.
guys together.
Right, it
You
just
had the
worked.
fucking Doctor Strange and the fucking Peter Parker and the fucking Iron Man together. All the New York boys.
Oh
were
yeah,
fucking
Doctor
out
Strange
there.
and Iron Man and Tony Stark together.
And they were so
great.
good together. And that's the thing. It was like the Doctor Strange movie for me was like, meh.
It was
Oh
necessary.
no!
It
You
was
should
like
rewatch it. I rewatched it and I liked it a lot more.
It's fine.
We'll see.
I've seen it a bunch
It's
of
you
times.
know it's but like what I've been looking forward to is seeing him interact with other characters, and seeing him interact with Tony Stark in particular was pretty awesome because you have the science bro and the tech bro, or the tech bro science bro guy, and then like the fucking
wizard.
the wizard bro guy, but like they're both the same, you know, like they're both the same fucking guy, like they both have the fucking mustache and the fucking swag and they're smart ass, you know, and like that's why they hate each other, is because they're two sides of the same fucking coin. I love that. I love that dynamic.
When Spider-Man shows up when they're fighting, he asks Tony Stark what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, he's from outer space. He wants to steal a necklace from a wizard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like calling out the ridiculousness of what's going
Yes.
on. Like, here's the deal. Here comes this guy from outer space. He wants to steal a necklace from a wizard.
The wizard's fucking shit.
The best.
So
that
good.
that was fun to me. And Star-Lord being jealous of Thor.
Yes,
was, like,
dude.
so
That was so money.
fun.
That was
Like,
so good.
fun.
'Cause
Like,
it's so. Yes, that's perfect.
and not calling out like this is a god.
Yeah.
This man's a demigod, and
Right.
like to be in the presence of that,
Right.
like as a dude, like he's as much as he's not Peter Quinn. This is a regular man. This is an
Yeah.
Earth man. This is just a regular ass dude.
Yeah.
And he's in
And
the presence
Thor
of
is
a
a
god.
god.
You know, your chick's rubbing up on him, and
Everyone loves him. Everyone's in awe of him. His whole crew
Your crew
is like, fuck.
met
like,
this guy 1 second ago.
and they like all love him.
They're like, we're with him
We're
already.
like this guy.
Before this dude wakes up,
Yeah.
we're with him already. We've already left you.
Like this, if he asks, we're there. Like if he asks, we are fucking there. And that was really funny. That was really good stuff. I was really into it. So it was good. Tyson, anything in particular for you? Oh, Bean.
Yeah, I just think that of all the possible character interactions with like 24 main characters they
Beans.
could have come up with, like they chose the right ones, and they, man,
Yeah.
did a better job than we could all ever hope for.
Yeah, they did a great job. So I'm excited about
Like
the next one.
that's the perfect example of I would have never if you said to me, what do you think should happen in this movie? It would have been none of the things that happened.
Exactly.
You know what and
Yeah.
and it was still it was better than my fantasy booking, and it was
Yeah.
like, you know, and
Yeah.
like the partners who they partnered up was together was better than how I would have done it. Like
Yeah,
it's all
really good.
They fucking did it, you know, and
Really
it's
good.
like when it's like fucking wrestling terms. When there's long-term booking, this has been booked for a long time. Like
Yeah.
this shit has been. They are not.
fight.
They're not coming to the set every day to figure out what do we do. Like this
Yeah.
thing has been mapped out in detail for years.
Yes.
And as like that storytelling that's been given time. There's been given time to develop. There's been given time. You know, like,
Time to breathe. Time to incubate.
Oh, wait, yeah, I do. Okay, all right, you ready to move on?
Yeah.
All right, finishing up the movies that you liked. Spider-Verse, you already reviewed that last week, so there's not that much to say. So
Yeah.
just sum it up real quick.
Yeah, no, Spider-Verse was dope. Set a new bar in animation. Haven't seen anything ever look like
won
that
the
before.
Golden Globe last night.
Won a Golden Globe last night. It was a great, my first Spider-Man movie, again, for families, like a Transformers Bumblebee thing. Like, this is like a perfect Spider-Man movie for fun for the whole family. And like I said earlier, I like some of the implications of having all these different spider people. Having we got a person of color boy Spider-Man. We got a little white girl Spider-Man. We got an old Peter Parker fucked up Spider-Man. We got Japanese weird robot Spider-Man. We got noir fucking Spider-Man. We got fucking Spider-Ham. It's fun. I like to see like everyone get to play in the sandbox of the Spider-Verse, and it was really cute and adorable. So yes, I enjoyed it. I'm glad that it won some stuff.
Well, we're on it real quick. What'd you think of Ant-Man 2?
I was really underwhelmed. Edgar Wright wasn't there, and it sucked. That's what happened. I was really disappointed. The Wasp was disappointing.
It was a movie, you know.
It was a very bland movie that I forgot, and it was not what I wanted.
I know I saw it. What happened? They shrunk the building.
They got the mom out.
Oh, that is what happened.
got
The
the
mom
mom
was
out.
stuck in the quantum realm.
Yeah, they got the mom out.
That is
But then
what
they all
happened.
but then they all got puffed away anyway. So who cares? and then Scott Lang is stuck in the quantum verse. But I guess he comes back because we saw the trailer for the new Avengers movie, the second one, the fucking
He was
Infinity War
there.
Part 2, and he shows up. And so I hope that Ant-Man wins it all. I hope that Ant-Man comes back and like.
Wouldn't that be a bitch? Like
That'd be really funny.
the few theories that I've read about how this all shapes up, the ones that have Ant-Man heavily involved,
Yeah.
just like you motherfucker.
Yeah, I want Ant-Man
You're
like
gonna-
heavily involved.
Like the butler did it, you know what I mean? It's
Right.
gonna be this
Right.
dude who didn't have shit to do with any of it. That's gonna be like,
Yeah, he's gonna be the guy who saves the day.
You
This little dude.
fuckers.
This little dude.
No.
He's a little dude. I like it. I hope that he has a big part in it. I know that Nebula's going to have a big part of it. She's going to be a key player in it. Your girl, Nebula. Talked about her a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's going to have a big part of it. But I'm excited to see Ant-Man in the next movie. Do I think that should we get another Ant-Man movie after that last one? No. He just needs to be just like the Hulk. It's like
and
we
Doctor
don't need
Strange.
a whole movie.
Like it's like they're good. These are good B characters.
B characters. They don't need necessarily their own films. They could have buddy films,
right?
Where we have team up films,
like
where
Thor
it's
Ragnarok and the Hulk. Like that's perfect.
Perfect. Like those two characters have a hard time, handling one on their own.
If Benedict Cumberbatch didn't look so much like Doctor Strange, like they shouldn't even made a Doctor Strange. It was just that they found the perfect dude. They're like, all right, we got to make this movie. We found the dude. You know,
this is it. Yeah, he does a good job. Yeah. All right, what's next?
Disagree.
What's next?
Love Doctor Strange. Love Doctor Strange.
Get out of here.
Boo, disagree. Boo.
I might make my own Doctor Strange video there. Just out of my rebellion.
Iron Man used to be a B character, says Luigi.
It's very true.
No, he still is in the comics. I mean, Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. is an A character. Iron Man is not an A character.
Iron Man is not an Iron character. So that's the difference, which I get. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is magic.
I was talking about this in the barbershop the other day, that anybody young, like, do they know that Robert Downey Jr. was like on the cusp of death? Yeah. Like had thrown his life away.
Oh yeah.
No.
Multiple times.
Yeah.
Like
drug addict. Crazy alcoholic man.
If you were gonna make a Deadpool, Robert Downey Jr. is your pick. Like at that time, especially among celebrities, this is your pick for who's gonna die.
Yeah.
This man was actively throwing his career, had thrown his career away, and was throwing his life away.
Right.
And now he's one of Disney's biggest stars.
One of Disney's biggest stars.
Get the fuck out of here.
One of Disney's biggest stars. Everyone loves him. The darling.
The world is a crazy place,
The darling.
Of Disney.
Disney. The Disney darling.
A linchpin in the fucking kingdom.
Yeah.
Is Robert Downey Jr.
Dude, I mean, they give him so much money. They gave him
I wonder if he
so
thinks
much money
about how much drugs he could buy. He's like, God damn it! I should start doing coke again.
Yeah, that guy is. He's made a lot of money.
He's lived a lot of lives, old Robert Downey Jr.
He's lived a lot of lives, yeah. But now he's like, since he's older, he's all about that health shit because he like mortality. You know.
When you've treated your body like a sewer for all the parts when you're growing.
Yeah. When you're becoming a human.
You're literally building your body like during all those formative years when he's treating it like a sewer. Yeah, he's trying to make up for fucking lost time.
Yeah, but he's doing a great job.
He's doing an excellent job. He's going to outlive all of us.
Yeah, he's killing it. So good for you, RDJ.
Good for you. Thank you for not throwing your life away.
Yeah, we're glad that you turned it around,
and
dude.
being Iron Man.
Yeah, killing it.